We're going to take it out to Perdue now, the projected winner of the U.S. Senate race.
All right, tonight was the last night that the American people had an opportunity to send a strong message to the president. And the president, he put it out there. He said, my policies will be on the ballot. Well, the American people spoke. Georgia spoke. And do you think the president heard it tonight? Well, I want to thank you so much for all you've done for this campaign. And next, I have the opportunity to introduce to you a great statesman, one who may have the second largest smile on his face tonight. He's been plowing the ground for a long time, one who I've looked up to. He's been a great mentor to me. And in fact, in 2002, when I first ran for office, he invited me to be on his bus tour, going from Dalton to Calhoun. Scared me to death to come off that bus and speak to a crowd there at the Calhoun Courthouse, at the Gordon County Courthouse in Calhoun. But it was Saxby Chambliss who encouraged me, who pressed me on to victory that year, the first Republican to be elected to state representative in Gordon County, along with Saxby Chambliss being elected, beating Max Cleland, you might remember, in 2002. It is my pleasure to introduce to you tonight our senior senator, a great man, and his wonderful wife, Julianne Saxby Chambliss.
Thank you. Hey, guess what? No fundraisers when you leave here tonight. What a great night tonight. Look, the wind has obviously been at Republicans' back all across the country as I have traveled around this great country of ours over the last several weeks and months. It's been obvious to me that people wanted a change. People wanted some folks to come to Washington with fresh ideas and look Obama in the eye and say, Mr. President, you're taking us down the wrong road and we're going to change that. Well, let me say that during my 20 years, Julianne and I have been so blessed to represent 10 million of the greatest people that the Lord ever put on this earth. Thank you, Georgia, for being kind to us. But during that 20 years, I've served in the minority and I've served in the majority. Majority is a hell of a lot more fun. And guess what Georgia has led the nation in doing tonight? Making sure that Republicans take control of the Senate. And we're going to tell Mr. Obama we're tired of this. We are ready for hope and change. We're ready for real hope and change. And let me tell you, as I've been around the state with and even without David, when we've been in places where we're campaigning for him, I was so proud to say that I was representing David Perdue and I was campaigning with David Perdue. He and Bonnie believe in the things that make Georgia and the United States of America the great place in which it is to live. And it's been a privilege to see him mature politically, to come out of the private sector and to rise to the top just as he did in the private sector in the political world. And it's been a privilege to see him develop and espouse the ideas that Georgians believe in from the standpoint of being true conservatives. So I am very proud tonight to introduce to you the guy who is not only going to replace me, he's going to exceed me, the next senator from the great state of Georgia, the Honorable David Perdue.
Wow. Thank you, Georgia. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a wild ride for 18 months, hasn't it? You know, over the last 18 months, Bonnie and I have been so blessed to travel all over this great state. You know, talking to hardworking Georgians and listening to your concerns. And the one thing that I take away from all of this is that you want to change the direction of our country. I think Georgians made it loud and clear tonight that we want to stop the failed policies of this administration and Harry Reid. Georgians want a safer America. They want a stronger America. They want a more secure America. Whether it's a stronger foreign policy, dealing with threats like ISIS and Ebola, fixing the VA, securing our border, and really doing something finally about this debt for our kids and grandkids. And we finally want to start working on a bipartisan approach, not a partisan approach, to health care. Georgians want term limits. I heard that over and over in this state. We believe it's time to put citizen legislators up there, people who are from us, among us, and go up there and do our bidding and try to fix the problems of the day and then come home and let somebody else go try to help. That's what we're doing. Bonnie and I never thought about doing this. You know that. Sometimes I wonder. Georgians want somebody to fight for them, though. I heard that loud and clear in this state. And Bonnie and I are committed to go to Washington and fight for you, and not the special interests and not the insiders in Washington, but you, the Georgians that we love. Thank you. You know, we heard loud and clear Georgians want us to fight for their constitutional rights. They want us to fight for the right to life, the value of life. A senator who won't bend to special interests, but listen to the people here at home and act accordingly and bring a sense of urgency to Washington. The thing we heard more than anything else is that Washington's broken and it's affecting our lives. And we don't want to leave this world to our kids without trying to make it better. Most importantly, Georgians want good-paying jobs. And to do that, we've got to get this economy going. We have to finally resolve our tax problems. And right now, Saxby Chambliss is handing the baton over to me, and I'm going to fight for the fair tax. You know, I never imagined that Bonnie and I would be standing here. We're the most unlikely people to be doing this. But we felt led that this was something we could do to make a difference. But tonight we start a new journey. This has been an extraordinary 18 months. When I called my cousin, the ex-governor, and said, you know, you need to run, he said, no, I've been paroled. But he said, you need to think about it. And we thought about it, prayed about it, and we started a journey with your help and some great, great professional help here. And we took our message around the state, and it resonated, and it worked because it was sincere. It was from our heart. More importantly, it was from your heart. And that's what people of this country and this state, that's what they're hearing tonight. But I want to remind you, tonight we start a new journey to set a new course for America, not just Georgia. This race was always bigger than me. It was always bigger than Georgia. We have to do this for our kids and grandkids. I do not want to be a member of the first generation in the history of our great country that has to tell my kids and my grandkids that I'm leaving you a world worse off. And you know what? Starting tonight, we're going to change that with your help. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, my commitment to you, at about 5 o'clock, I understand my first day starts as a senator-elect. And I'm very proud to be up tomorrow morning. I'm going to roll my sleeves up and get to work like I've done all my life. My entire career, that's all I've ever done. We've always worked as an underdog, just like in this campaign. But I need each of you to help me do it. Just because we had an election. There you go, Joni. Yes, sir.
just saw that right there. Republicans have gained control of the Senate, according to that video graphic right there.
Right. This pretty big evening. You just heard, we heard from Republican Senate-elect David Perdue now. Michelle Nunn, the Democrat candidate in that race, conceded tonight. You know, some pretty interesting things we're going to... you know, he was saying he's going to get started right away. He's going to set America on a right track. Perdue saying he's going to do that, and Michelle Nunn obviously wishing her best for Perdue.
Yeah, interesting stuff here. We're going to take a quick commercial break.